On this Monday, October 5th, for Tano TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Well, this past Friday, shortly after noon, your Payson Fire resources were tasked with addressing yet another propane tanker rollover right here in town. This propane tank had over 9,000 gallons of liquid propane on board when it rolled over at the roundabout at Beeline and Tyler Pkwy. The tank was not leaking, but did need to be unloaded before it could safely be righted. Shortly before 1 p.m., the area of Beeline Highway and Tyler Pkwy was being evacuated as a safety precaution. Those evacuations included Home Depot, Speedway North, and Safe Haven. There were many different groups helping with the incident. Payson Fire Chief Dave Staub extended thanks to several partners that helped them safely resolve the situation. First, he thanked Payson's auto aid partners, who he said either responded to this incident or handled other calls while Payson was busy with the tanker truck. That included Hell's Gate Fire Department, Pine Strawberry Fire Department, and the Christopher Coles and Water Wheel Fire Departments. Staub says Lifeline Ambulance also provided them an ambulance for firefighter safety and helped them handle the other calls. Staub also extended thanks to Payson PD and the Gila County Sheriff's Office for their help, as well as the DPS Hazmat team for their response and technical expertise. And he also wanted to thank Ponderosa Bible Church for opening their building for our first responders. Chief Staub also commended the Payson firefighters who spent over 10 hours professionally and competently addressing this taxing event. Several came in off-duty to help staff trucks during the emergency. Man, speaking of our men and women firefighters, this past Saturday, October 3rd, it was the day annually that we honor the fallen firefighters. This year, Payson Fire decided to participate in turning on red lights in honor of all of our fallen brothers and sisters. Hats off to all the men and women in the Rim Country Fire Departments and across our country for your service and being the heroes we need when trouble strikes. Well, and speaking of that, by the way, did you know that this week is National Fire Prevention Week? That's right, all this week. The Red Cross urges residents, as a result, to test their smoke alarms and also practice their escape plans as home fires continue, even during the COVID-19 deal. Well, experts recommend that you test your smoke alarms monthly. It's important to place smoke alarms on each level of your home, including inside and outside of bedrooms and in any other sleeping areas. You should also change the batteries at least once a year if your model requires it. They say you should also check the manufacturer's date of your smoke alarm. Experts say if they're 10 years old or older, they need to be replaced because the sensor becomes less sensitive over time. Well, experts also say that you need to practice your escape plan until everyone can get out of your home in less than 2 minutes. Now, include at least 2 ways to exit every room in your home. Select a meeting spot at a safe distance away from your home, such as your neighbor's home or a landmark like a specific tree in your front yard where everyone knows to meet up. Also, it's important to teach your children what a smoke alarm sounds like, talk about fire safety, and what to do in an emergency. Well, in other news, finally, an important reminder for residents of Payson, Roosevelt, Pine Strawberry, and really residents throughout Gila County. A federal appellate judge has forced the U.S. Census Bureau to continue the once every 10-year nationwide census through October 31st. So, why should you be sure to complete your census if you haven't already done so? Well, an accurate count means more money for our community, crucial federal funding for everything from economic development to programs that feed and clothe the elderly, single moms, and other vulnerable people right here in our communities. Census data determines where federal dollars are distributed, so make sure Arizona and our local communities get our fair share. Arizona's response, especially in rural areas such as Gila County, was lagging far behind the nationwide average when the most recent figures were released last month. And finally, another reason that your response makes a difference, Arizona's delegation to the U.S. Congress is determined by our population. And one more, it's easier this year than ever before. The 2020 census can be completed online for the first time in United States history, and it takes most participants 5 minutes or less to complete. So do yours now by visiting 2020census.gov or call Census staffers to help complete yours by phone 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 2 a.m. The number to call, 844-330-2020. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, well above normal high temperatures continue through tomorrow, and then we're going to start a cooling trend. So how much of a cool down can you expect this week? Well, we have a complete report for you coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Hi everyone, I'm Gwen Zorn. I'm the CEO of Timeout Shelter here in Payson.
Hi, and I'm Ron Tischer, the police chief from the town of Payson Police Department.
And we're here to talk to you today about October being Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yeah, we take these domestic violence calls. We have officers going out each and every day to some type of domestic violence incident, and some are pretty tragic. And thankfully, we have a great partner in the Timeout Shelter. So we know when we're dealing with a victim, we can turn them over to the Timeout Shelter, and we can get the help that everybody needs. But we're really excited to partner in this Purple campaign for the month of October coming up to bring awareness to domestic violence. We're excited to get this off and running. We have purple patches for the officers to wear to show our support.
And we've gotten the t-shirts, the Time to Talk, and you'll see our staff, you'll see the officers wearing the t-shirt, the Time to Talk. So it's a time to talk. It's a time to not be afraid. It's a time to not be in fear. Our local police department is here to support our entire community. And we have a lot of activities, a lot of information that we're going to share with you, and a lot of training that we can share with our community. So stay tuned for that.
We're looking forward to an exciting month of October where we get to talk about this even more.
Yeah, there's going to be some great things, great things.
Well, taking a look at Rim Country weather, well above normal high temperatures continue through tomorrow, and then we start a cooling trend. Southwesterly afternoon winds will develop midweek, with the very gusty winds possible by this coming weekend. For today and tomorrow, a weak low off the Southern California coast this morning is going to send periodic high clouds into western and central Arizona. Otherwise, you can expect 2 more warm afternoons with maximum temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above normal and light winds. From Wednesday through Sunday, however, dry weather through that period is expected. We'll return to a southwest flow aloft here on Wednesday as low pressure systems move toward the Pacific Northwest. You can expect a cooling trend to develop, with high temperatures losing 2 to 3 degrees per day and reaching seasonable norms by Sunday. Daytime highs in the greater Payson area today should be right around 89 degrees with a low in the mid-50s. Highs in Payson should dip into the 70s by late in the week, and overnight lows are expected to be dropping into the 40s. Up on top of the rim today, you can expect highs around 80 with increasing clouds. Later this week, lows up on top of the rim are going to be dipping down into the 30s. And our neighbors to the south in Tonto Basin, your highs today right around the century mark, actually today and tomorrow, but highs will cool off down there as well, back into the 80s by late this week. Woohoo! And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For K-Rim Radio News, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Monday.